Greetings, fellow and future Star Citizens. Gray-headed gamer here, and welcome to the very first show of 2016, Not So Sober Saturday, where we're bringing in community content creators, talking about their creations, letting you guys ask questions and the like. Tonight's guest and co-host is I see. I told you I was going to screw it up. Not Alluran. Alluran.
Hey, yeah, Alluran, that's the one.
That'll work. Thanks for joining me. Very first show of 2016. Very first guest. It is a pleasure to have you, sir.
Yeah, it's great to be on.
Excellent, excellent. Guys, let me know if we're live. I think we're live.
I can see the feed, so
Oh, excellent. Okay, good. We are live then. So tonight, being the very first show of 2016, I was gonna do our Patreon ship giveaway, but there is a being the holidays right at the end of the year, everything hasn't gone through yet. So we are going to wait until next week to do the ship giveaways, and then we will go with the three giveaways: subscriber flare, single seat starter ship, and a tier 2 ship. What's up, Mr. Rye, Proxys, Side, Fast Cart, Proxys, Mr. Sir Thorfinn? I'm glad you all could join us. So we are going to be using. Excuse me, I'm already starting to burp. It's the Yingling again, guys, tonight. No black and tan, just lager. Alluran, are you isn't it like 5 in the morning for you?
it is 5 in the morning. My girlfriend has gone to bed. She told me I was all up to myself, so
Roger Dodger, what are you? I heard a bottle open.
yeah, just some ginger beer. So
Nice.
uh,
Cheers.
cheers.
Oh, we got the ketchup ninja with us. What's up, thumbs? Let's start by saying this before I forget, because I know I'm going to forget. We're getting fancy. If you have a question for Alluran, uh, Alluran,
They're all fine.
fuck, never fails. If you have a question, exclamation point question in chat will take you to a link that you can add your question in, and then after we talk about his fantastic creation, we can go over the questions. Even if you have a suggestion or anything like that, then we can do that too. What's up, Mr. Thumbs? So let's get started first with you letting everyone know what you have created in a nutshell.
So I started browsing around on the Reddit subreddit Star Citizen Trades. Managed to get a few ships through there that were a bit limited, but with all the CCU system in place, all the icons were wrong. So the first thing I did was write a quick little bookmark um, that would correct those icons. And I shared it with the community and found that there was a lot of support and a lot of interest in it. Um, I think you've even got a screenshot of that initial version. Um,
Oh, we got that's a part of the screenshots.
yeah, that's version one. So
All right. Well, let me scoot over here. So the very first picture that is okay. That's the pictures not showing the correct thumbnail. Correct.
yeah,
Right. Right. The jumbled
uh,
mess that once was.
yeah, it's really small, but I think that's right. Yeah. Uh, oh no, no, that one's so that's the first instance. That's the bookmark that has run. You can see base pledge. It's told you that the digital freelancer was a has a base pledge, and it's added the melt values in there. That's actually a bad screenshot. I don't have any upgraded ships in there that have got a new icon, but that was the first implementation.
Oh,
Um,
right. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was looking right past the melt value. You're right.
yeah, yeah. So it added the melt value, told you what the original pledge was, and corrected any images for upgraded ships. That was the initial version. Only did upgraded ships.
And then the second one.
So after the upgraded ships went out, lots of people were interested. A few people started making scripts that would automatically run it, but I was aware there was a couple of issues, especially around the earlier packages, because I was fairly new to Star Citizen, so I didn't know about all the really early packages. So had a couple of bugs, and I was just a bit worried that people were out there, taking something that I'd written and then making it persistent and then persisting with all the bugs. So I decided to write it into a Chrome extension. And yeah, the first version you can see in that screenshot, I had to get rid of the pagination. So it just pulled every page from your Hangar, sorted out any upgrades, any icons, and you can still see there with the freelancer package that it's not changing the icon on that or anything. It was only doing CCUs it would bother changing icons for. And then that was released. It was pretty much just the bookmarklet that I'd picked up, and I threw it into Chrome and put it up on the market. Released it, and I think within 2 or 3 days there was about 300 people had downloaded it and installed it, and I'm like, well, that's pretty good interest. I'll do some more development on it and try and bring back in those features that I had to remove, so the pagination and things like that. Yeah, so then in version 3, if you've got that one.
Yep.
So with version 3, I added extra filters in, because especially in the market, people are interested in, do the ships have LTI? Are they giftable? Are they valuable? Like, can you melt them for credit and stuff like that? So I added an extra set of filters that were separate to the original ones that SIG or RSI had added. I also cleaned up the original filters, because I think the default ones, there's like weapon and shields and all sorts of random stuff shows up for those filters. So I made them a bit more usable and functional. And that was version 2. I standardized the name, so you can see here the freelancer package now actually has an icon, and it's called Package Freelancer. But if you look at the base pledge, it still tells you that it used to be called the Digital Freelancer. So
Right.
we're starting to just update more and more of the UI, give people a better idea of what they're going with. I actually originally didn't want to change the package icons. I thought the original package icons would kind of be iconic and unique, but I had a lot of people going, hey, it's great, but you didn't upgrade my package icon. And I'm like, well, okay, lots of people are asking for it, so I'll turn that on. So, and then next version we added pagination.
Let's see, that's version 4.
Yeah, version 4. So that was just bringing it up, basically, so that I was matching the functionality that RSI had already put on the website. It's much quicker than the RSI website, because once it's loaded all of your Hangar, you click those pages and it instantly swaps the Hangar. You don't have to wait for another post back. So with the extension, once it's loaded, your entire Hangar's loaded, and you filter and swap between it. No more talking back to the servers. So it's nice and quick. Yeah, there was a few minor UI tweaks, but that was about it. Then the next version, so more recently actually, this was only about a week or two ago. If you've got version 4.1, this one never made it live. But version 4.1, I started adding support for the sorting functionality, which was the final thing that was missing. And then I also tried to add some support for a bulk UI, so the ability to, you can see in this screenshot, I've selected a few of the packages. There's a search drop down there, purchase date. It's sorting by purchase date, which is the default search. So then in 4.2, I actually went and added, in the next screen, I went and added some buttons. So once you've selected multiple packages, you'd actually get some extra buttons that would show up, and some extra details about what you've selected.
And this is when it's starting to get very useful, in my opinion.
Yeah, so at that stage, I was trying to get, you could select a bunch of your Hangar, go, hey, I've selected $500 worth of my ships. I want to melt them all, or I want to gift them all. But to do this, I needed to obviously ask the user for their password so I could go and send off multiple requests to RSI so that they could do the gifting and the melting. So before I implemented this and pushed it live, I took a screenshot of this and pushed it up on Reddit and on the forums and went, hey guys, who's interested in this? Who would like this kind of functionality? Being aware that to do it, I'd actually have to start asking for a password. Up until this date, I haven't touched passwords at all. I was always on the forums and always on Reddit and anywhere where people raise security. I'm like, absolutely, source code's available. Get your people to read over it. Get someone that knows what they're doing, read over it, because, of course, security is, if you're installing something that I've written, you don't know who I am. So
Right.
it's always good to be safe and secure. And that's why I was very wary about doing anything that touched password without checking the climate first. And the overwhelming response was, no, we don't want you to put in anything that touches our passwords. So these buttons got removed for now. I do have some plans to work with them in the future, but it'll be a separate extension that builds on top. It won't be in the actual Hangar Explorer. So if you go to the next screenshot, you can see I got rid of the buttons and just replaced it with the total value of your hangar. Because that was another feature a bunch of people were calling for.
Which I like too. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Because usually you had to go to what billing history or
Well, even that didn't tell you the value of your hangar. It told you how much you'd spent. But if you'd bought stuff on the grey market, had people gift you ships, it didn't tell you.
Gotcha.
So this is the only way, as far as I know, to actually know what your hangar's worth. It doesn't show how much credit you've got. It just shows this is how much is in your hangar. You can see too, I got rid of one of those drop downs and made them into a bunch of toggles across the top because I figured sometimes it's more useful to have more than one of those categories being filtered. So you might want LTI ships that are giftable. That's something that a lot of the grey market traders are interested in. So yeah, that just helped clean the UI up a bit, make it a bit more functional. A lot of people, since I put this final request, this final UI change in, have gone, hey, that's great, but we don't like having, so that tally in the top left, that actually sticks there, and as you scroll down the page, it'll stay in the top left. And they've gone, it's a bit distracting, we don't like it, so I'm intending to move that total down to the bottom and top of the page somewhere, and only show the selected amount if someone has selected ships, just to kind of hide it away and not make it so in your face. And yeah, like I said, when I do a separate extension for bulk interactions, that's where the buttons will go. There's going to be a new extension that I want to work on. It'll have bulk functionality with those buttons you saw before. It's also going to do things like moving how you apply CCUs. So instead of you going in and going, hey, I want to apply, you can see the first one there, it's a freelancer to freelancer Jura. Instead of doing that, you just go to your freelancer and go, hey, what can I apply to my freelancer? And it'll tell you, you've got these upgrades available. Which one do you want to apply?
Nice.
Because again, it's a pain in the ass. If you've got two of a ship, say you've got two Titans, one of them is giftable, one of them is not, or one of them is LTI and one of them is not, and you want to upgrade the LTI giftable one so that you can sell it or something like that, you've got to look for the pledge ID and figure out exactly which one it was. So I think it'll be a lot easier if you can just go to the ship, go, okay, that's the ship I want to upgrade, and then apply the upgrade on there. But again, these are all things that need a bit of password interaction, so they'll all be separated out just to keep the security conscious happy and keep those that are a bit more willing to branch out with their hangar, give them the extra functionality.
Right on. Hey, anybody that has a question in chat, exclamation point question now actually works. I thought I had fixed it already. Apparently it went back to the old one. So question mark, no, not question mark. Exclamation point question in chat to ask your question. One thing I want to ask you, what do you do for a living? Do you do programming or something for a living?
I've been a web developer for 10 years now.
Beautiful.
Longer. So, yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say this is quality damn work. This isn't like a something you'd put together in a weekend. This is the interface, the functionality, everything about it. Unfortunately, this needs to be not an app that you get from. This is how the webpage should work. This is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
now I
lots
don't
of
know anyone that doesn't use it.
It's cool. I actually spent 2 weekends on it, so I tried to steal a lot of the work that RSI had already done. You can see the toggles and that they're all using RSI
Yep.
styles, so functionality is all mine, but I've kept their styles just to simplify things. I'm a horrendous designer.
Well, yeah. Well, that's how it usually works. Though you have the artistic people, and you have the people that have the brain to program it, make it work. But to me, it looks like you have a firm grasp on every single bit of it because uh, as far as the total staying up at the top left, I actually like that because when you scroll, it stays in one spot. I'm not sure why that would make people angry, but I think it looks great. This you say it took you 2 weekends?
Yeah, so I did the first Hangar bookmark that was an afternoon on a Sunday, I think, and then I did the main UI change from that bookmarklet into what you see here on the second weekend. So it hasn't had too much time on it.
Wow,
I had a couple of bug reports and that during the week, but they're all generally fixed within half an hour or so. So
that's
haven't
amazing.
heard more.
That is amazing. Now, can you look on the Google Chrome store and tell how many times it's been downloaded now,
I can
or
do
do you
that.
know offhand like how many?
Last time it was around 800. I'm just pulling it up now.
Wow, only 800? I thought it'd be tens of thousands.
It's about 1,000, so it's 987 weekly users at the moment. So I
Nice.
don't know how many downloads that is, but that's how many are using it each week. So
Well, like I said, I don't know anyone that hasn't used it yet. Live, if you want the link to the add-on, just hit up exclamation point Alluran. Is that close?
that was a pretty good one.
All right, and I have it on the screen here too, and that'll bring up all the links to his hub post and also his RSI forum post. And also, guys, don't forget if you have a question, put them in exclamation point question in chat, and we'll get to them. I have a feeling this is getting popular, and I have a feeling that Turbulent's going to see this, and it is my opinion that they're going to go, "Damn, you know what? This is how it should be," because that is the most annoying thing. Uh, I have a picture. Oh, you know what? No, I deleted them. Damn it! I took a before and after picture of my hangar using your app. My problem was like I had a Hull A LTI that I upgraded to my Freelancer Max so I could get LTI on it,
Yeah.
and it showed the Hull A, but then it would say upgraded to blah 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 blah, and I don't know why. I don't think it should have pissed me off as much as it did, but it always pissed me off. Why in the hell haven't they made it where it switches over to do exactly what your program's doing right now?
Yeah. I think the icon was the biggest thing I cared about when I started this. I had a bunch that had been upgraded from, I can't even remember what they got upgraded from. They were upgraded from Reliance. I had about 10 Reliance that were upgraded to various other ships.
Nice,
And then, yeah, I just got fed up with seeing 10 Reliance in my hangar. I'm like, I don't have 10 Reliance.
right,
This is what I've got. So, and then everything else built from there.
right on. And I'm telling you, as a spaceship nerd, when I look at my hangar, it makes me happy now to see that I can just glance and say, okay, cool, freelancer. And I upgraded my Reliant to the Tana. Is that the skirmisher?
That's the skirmisher, yes. I
And
went to send myself.
you went which one?
The send, the research one.
Right on. Oh, see, that's where I'm torn because I don't need a fighter. I've got some great guys in my org that are amazing dog fighters. I am a horrible, and I'm not even. I mean, I can't explain how bad I am at dogfighting. I have them to do that. I actually thought about doing that as an explorer. That way, I can have a two-seater, research slash explorer.
My original hangar was planned out to be just exploration ships. It's changed a bit since then, but yeah, it was just meant to be exploration variants. So
What is your favorite explorer ship right now?
Carrack's still got a soft spot in my heart. Um, Definitely liking the Carrack. Can't wait to see it in game. But yeah, I think that's my favorite for now.
Right on. And aesthetically, the Carrack is one of the prettiest ships in game, as far as I'm concerned. It's just a really good looking ship, but I have a soft spot for the Dur. I don't own one, but I want one.
I thought it was ugly as hell when I first saw it, but since the rework, I'm growing fonder of it.
Yeah,
I
and
definitely.
see, I think that's why I liked it. To me, it's like the old. It's almost like when you're exploring through the verse, as someone sees it, you've got like that old ship, but it's been around forever. Kind of like if you think of Firefly, the old Serenity, it's actually a super old model of a ship, but it's well recognized and it does the job just as good as any new ship. And it's the only ship with boobs, so I mean, you can't go wrong with a spaceship with boobs.
No, not at all. My the Constellation Aquila was actually the ship that got me interested in Star Citizen. But then once I got my hands on a Carrack, it was all kind of okay, and the
Yeah.
rest of the fleet.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ships to put on my YouTube island is the Carrack. It was one of the first really pretty holotable models. No, I shouldn't say that. The Reclaimer is also super fantastic as far as a holotable model goes. But that Carrack is just a good ship. It's designed well. It's gonna have lots of functionality, not just for a Explorer, but for almost for like a mini flying base.
Yeah.
Love it.
Have you seen? There's a fan variant of the Carrack that is it's pretty good. I'll see if I can dig it up for you.
Right
Well, I think
on. I would love to see it. There hasn't been a ship with boobs since Mega Maid. I hear you, Fast Cart. I hear you. So Kerbin says he thinks the whole Freelancer line looks like old Airstream trailers. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is a absolutely fantastic comparison. I don't know if you know what they are. They're the old American travel trailers.
yeah, I can.
Alluran?
That's the I don't. I'm not American, but that's what the words conjured in my head. So I think I
Beautiful.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the old Airstream trailers. Matter of fact, they have new Airstream trailers that look exactly like the old Airstream trailers. They're just all sheet metal rivets. They look awesome. They have that whole old school kind of aviation look. They're absolutely beautiful, and they're worth money, man. If you can find an old one and restore it, they're actually worth a lot of money. But you're right, Kerbin. That's the same thing that caught my attention first was that look. It's got that dirty space trucker. I don't mean dirty either. It's like looking at pictures of naked ladies or nothing. I'm talking about like the old, been in space for 50 years and it's just amazing. If as far as I'm concerned, the freelancer line is my line. I'm gonna own all of them except the Miss. I'm not really big into the Miss. So guys, if you got any questions, we only got a couple questions in so far. Exclamation point question and
Can I
check it out.
can I post a URL?
Yes, you can. I actually got it. It won't post in the chat, but it'll
You go.
post to me.
So
Hopefully.
you can.
Oh wow, let me move this over to here. There we go. Hopefully my stream won't cut out because Google sucks. Google Chrome, I love it to death. It's my favorite browser ever made, but it is so CPU heavy. So let's see. The top one is the original Carrick, and then he did. Oh Lord.
Yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Oh shit, that looks sinister, man.
Yeah.
I like with the separate engines in the back, kind of like the whole series almost.
I think if you read through it, I think he based it a lot on the Orion.
Oh right. Okay. Oh yeah, I can see that.
It looks sexy.
That's a good looking damn redo. And that's the best thing about our community. That's why I started this damn stream. People like you, people like the guy doing this right here, our community has the most creative and talented damn people ever. And you guys were not getting enough attention and people need to see this stuff. Like I swear, the add-on for the hangar is almost a necessity for Turbulent to add that in. Matter of fact, they need to come to you and give you like a Icarus or something for it, because the functionality should have been there. That's it's almost like a no-brainer, you know.
I actually tweeted Lando and Sandy and went, "Hey, get Turbulent to hit me up, and I'll do it for them." But
Right on.
I haven't heard back. So,
Sons
oh
of
well.
bitches. Hey, you never know, man. They're good guys. But that is one hell of a redo.
Yeah.
I have not seen that. But I haven't been on the official forums for a while. They've really kind of irked me.
Yeah, I don't spend too much time there. I was actually browsing through Reddit. There was a PSA on what the carrot does and what it doesn't do, and someone linked it from there.
Ah,
And
gotcha.
I just wrote back. I said, "I wish I hadn't seen this because I loved the character before, but now I really will be disappointed if it's not the fan one. It just
Right,
looks
right.
so good."
I gotcha. All right, so let's bum ba da bum ba bum. We'll go ahead and drop this down. While we're waiting on you guys to throw in some questions for Al here, Fastcart told me to shorten it to Al, so I quit butchering your name. This background picture here on the stream, Mr. Engineer did for myself, my organization, Rye Glitch. I'm not sure if he's in tonight. Is Mr. Rye here? He got with Engineer and he redid this picture for us. It is absolutely fan frickin' tastic. He gave us our own guild branded Starfare. Engineer, I love you, man.
He'll have to redo that soon with the bigger staff error.
Heck yeah, man. Dude, I tell you, he's good. There's a picture. I should have put it and got it ready. He did a picture of the Starfarer and rendered it flying towards you with the with an eclipse in the background. Holy jumping Jehoza craps! It looks so good, man. Oh, there's
Yep.
Mr. Rye Glitch. Yes, Mr. Rye Glitch and Engineer worked on this. Rye actually redid the guild logo for us to make it look more professional because I made mine in one night in GIMP while drunk. So it was kind of one of those like old American Online kind of chat room icons. But hey, there we go again. The community, man. They're kick ass.
Yeah, there's some good efforts out there. I was actually watching Engineer's piece with you earlier today. So
Yeah, man.
with the
He's
Guinness got some staff error and stuff.
yes.
Good.
He's talented, bro. Barry. All right, guys, exclamation point question in chat if you want to ask Mr. Al a question. We have two questions here right now. They are both from Fast Cart, who, after I have a few beers, I like to call Fart Cart. Uh, how do you deal with other people's worries of stealing passwords and ships, etc.?
Um,
Ah,
there's not much I can do. It's always going to be a problem, and normally I jump on and I'll tell them, "You're absolutely right. You shouldn't trust me. You should read it for yourself, or you should get someone that knows this stuff to read it." That being said, it's a Chrome plugin, so if tomorrow I decide that I'm going to take over the world, I can start with your hangars by pushing out an update, and that's
right,
all there is to it. I'm not going to try and glance over or ice over the security vulnerabilities that it introduces because that's dishonest, and I think that'll harm me more than being honest about it and saying, yes, I can do all these things, but hopefully by coming out and saying it, I won't. The source code's out there, so if you jump on any of those links on the RSI forums, I actually link back to the source code on GitHub, so everyone can see what it's doing at any time. But yeah, I've got no issues with people that don't want to use the plugin for security reasons, and I normally, as I said, I'll jump on and go, "Good on you, man," because I prefer someone like you on my team than someone that just goes and installs everything and then suddenly you've got crypto locker on your network. So
right on. That's the best way to be. Um, Honesty is the best policy. I don't give a shit what you're doing. Yes, you could steal everybody's ship if you implemented the password thing. Would you? No, but letting them know that it is possible. And I mean, that's probably the best thing to do is not add that feature because of the security vulnerability. If something happened to someone's hangar, who's the first person they're going to come to? The guy with everyone's password. So I
yeah,
personally, I'd give you my password.
I don't need it. The implementation, that's actually one thing I need to be careful about when I do release the new one. I won't be storing any passwords. I won't be remembering your password. I'll be basically doing what SIG already does, but instead of firing off one melt request, which is what they do, I'll be looking at the password box for half a second and firing off 10 melt requests, and then that's it, it's gone. So I don't actually remember it, store it, send it to any other servers. It all stays in your browser. But yeah, as I said, I need to be very careful when I do release the new version that I make that absolutely clear, because yeah, a lot of people have expressed that concern about, I don't mind saving my password with you because I think you're fine, but I think a lot of people have a problem with saving the password. It's like, no saving of passwords. You will be entering it every time you use the functionality. I don't intend to change that, because it's a good safety for yourself as well, to make sure. Hang on, did I click the right button? I didn't mean to melt my entire hangar.
Right. Oh my god, that would suck.
Yeah.
All right, so here's another question from Mr. Fastcart, which I think we might have answered as well. Has CIG Turbulent or anyone in an official capacity contacted you about this yet?
No, I haven't heard anything back. The most attention I've gotten I'd have to say, be yourself, and Board Gamer UK also contacted me and said that he was thinking about doing a piece on it as well. So that's about as popular as it's gotten. I've had a few people link to it on Reddit randomly and go, hey, this guy made this plugin, you should try it out. But nothing official. No,
Right on.
no MVPs or mentions on streams. Oh, and sorry, there was a podcast as well that I got mentioned on.
Nice. Starcast? Possibly?
I think so.
Or it might have been Redacted, because that's the one Board Gamer's on.
Yeah, I'd have to check. It was randomly. I wasn't warned about it. I just saw my name in a Reddit post one day, so I'd have to look for it again.
Right on.
It was a name mention.
Right on. Well, it's worth mentioning, and you might not get an official response because they might be like, "Oh shit, this guy's just corrected something that we've needed we've needed to do since the beginning." It may be an embarrassment on their part. So we have a third question from Fastcart. What other functionalities have you considered on the RSI website, and can you keep? Let me extend this out. Keep the ship spec page up to date. Ooh. A ship spec page updater. That would be excellent, actually.
I'd have to have a think about that one. A few people have asked for a similar tool for the melt page, but at the moment, it sounds like SIG's going to be redoing that soon anyway to add credit, so I don't want to do anything before any changes come there. Additionally, the melt page is actually very limited. All the information you see on the hangar at the moment with my plugin, the only thing I add is the new image URLs. Everything else is actually on the page but hidden. Whereas with the melt page and the buybacks, there's not a lot of information on that page. It'll be a tricky one, and it'd probably end up being very slow or not very accurate if I did do too much more to it in its current form. So other ones I have thought about looking at the stores and seeing if I can do anything in the stores. But yeah, I think the ship stats would actually be an interesting one for me to have a look at, see if I can use one of the XML dumps of the ship components and stuff and update those pages for us.
Right on. This is Not So Sober Saturday. Yes, it is, Tacken. We are talking to Mr. Al here about his Chrome plugin that changes your hangar to the way it should be, because it is shit right now without his app. I'm sorry, Turbulent. Your webpage is beautiful, but the hangar needs work, and Mr. Al has done your work for you. So if y'all don't have this app yet, exclamation point Alluran. Close?
Yeah.
Okay. It's right there on the page.
I don't even notice it, to be honest.
Well, right.
No one gets it right, so.
Right next to me here, exclamation point Alluran. I'll pronounce it phonetically so they can spell it. Alluran. Put that in chat. It'll bring up his links, and go vote him up on the hub and you can also download the link. It changes your hangar to the way it should be, no doubt about it. So, more questions. I saw uh, Vengeful tried to use the exclamation point question. The app changes the visible ship and package name for upgrades. Does it change how CIG sees uh, your package for melt issues?
No, the um, everything in the hangar. What I actually do, this is actually it's a cool little feature I added when I was trying to debug. I pick up the entire web page, all pages of your hangar, and I literally just cut and paste pieces out of those web pages. So as far as SIG's concerned, it's exactly the same. If you hit the melt button, it's SIG's code that runs that melt button. It's it running on its own form inputs. It's everything about it is exactly the same. All I'm doing is changing the image and adding some extra text in there. So yeah, there's no difference as far as SIG's concerned.
Gotcha. That is
But
for your benefit only, correct? Just to make your
yeah,
hangar look better.
yeah. I actually, with some of the bugs that were raised, they were a bit tricky to chase down because obviously everyone's got different stuff, and I don't have a lot of the really OB and veteran backer kind of perks, rewards, and stuff. So I had a few of them send me entire pages from their hangar, so I can actually load other people's hangars if they send me their markup quite easily,
Nice.
and then have a look, see what it's doing, how it's misbehaving. But yeah, it all just runs straight off their Hangar HTML.
Very nice. And I don't think I had my alerts on all night. Oh, I'm such a bad streamer, dude. So I don't know if people have possibly followed or not. I don't even know if I have to have this running or not. So guys, more questions if you have them. Exclamation point question brings up a link that takes you to the form to ask your question for Al on his Chrome app. So while we wait for any more questions to come through, let me ask you this, Al. How have you liked 2.1?
I haven't played 2.1 too much, to be honest. I've spent the last hour and a half crashing out of 2.0. So I yeah, I've flown around a little bit in the freelancer, uh, but I'm just waiting for it to go live for now.
Right on. It's awfully crashy. I know they wanted to push it out before the holiday break, which is cool. I got to I've actually had a couple sessions that were really decent with a freelancer, but then I've that's few and far between. And I've also had a lot of very crashy. My main problem is not the crashiness anymore. It is the FPS drop. It'll go into 100% slow mo for me, which that can really kill the fun
Yeah,
of it.
I what the friend that actually got me into Star Citizen, he is an FPS addict. Um, he wants at least 60 frames a second, if not, 120, 144. And I've traditionally gamed on laptops and not cheap hardware, but portable hardware. So I'm used to 30 frames a second, 15 frames a second. So I'm jumping on the PTU and that and going, it's not that bad. But then every now and then it gets 2, 3 frames a second. It's like, okay, even I'm noticing it now. It's
Right. Yep. That is the bad thing. It's the smooth gameplay is important, especially if you're dogfighting. It gets to a point where you're fighting in slow motion and the enjoyment is like yanked out like a rug out from underneath you.
Yeah, I find slow motion fighting is it ups the anticipation, it ups the kind of just how anxious you are because not only are you trying to take out the pirate or the bandit or whoever it is that you're fighting, but okay, I've moved my mouse this much or my joystick this much or my press this key, but how much of that's going to register?
Right.
You don't know what your own controls are going to do, so it really throws you off. You're fighting not just them, but your own controls, and yeah, makes it exciting for about the first 10 seconds, and then you're just like, okay, I want it to work now.
Yeah, that's enough. So someone said they're gonna set their Star Citizen to 24 FPS for the cinematic experience. Right on. What's up, Viking? So we have some more questions. Yay! People are using the fancy question thingy. This one is from Vengeful. How long have you been a backer, and what brought you to Star Citizen?
I backed, I think it was November last year. Oh, sorry, November 2 years ago now. Um, First of the new year. But yeah, I think it was around October, November, 2014 that I backed. I'd seen Star Citizen earlier, but I back a lot of stuff on Kickstarter. So I saw it on Kickstarter and I looked and I went, you know what? The only backer level that I really want to buy in at is the Aurora. And I think the Aurora is an ugly ship. So I was like, not interested. I'll wait for it to come live and then I'll just buy the game or whatever's going to happen. Um, a year later, my friend was talking to me and going, hey, you should try it again, try it again. They've got the racing levels out now. They've got the M50 and the 350R on sale this weekend. And so I bought it, just got a regular package, no LTI, nothing like that. Didn't understand anything about Star Citizen back then. Got my M50 and my 350R CCU just in case. And that was it. That was my pledge. I was happy. It was already more than I'd normally pledge on a game. And then October this year, I jumped in. Arena Commander was working pretty nice. All the hype around 2.0 just being around the corner. I found the grey market, and maybe $8,000 later,
All hell broke loose.
yeah, my bank account is hating me at the moment. So it's been a rough few months, but I have a very full hangar, and hopefully Sig won't bring out too many new ships in the next couple of months.
I hear you. I was the same way. I got in because of just the name. Hey, Nighthawk is hosting us. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Nighthawk. Uh, so I was a big fan of Privateer. It's the first game that locked me in. When I first saw Star Citizen, the Aurora looked just like the Taurus. I believe it was called the Taurus, the beginning ship in Privateer. So I had to back, and I got the Aurora, and I was like, oh, I love it. And the hangar module came out, so I got to walk around it, and I was like, yep, this ship is ugly, ugly as shit. Now I've grown to love the Aurora. I shouldn't talk crap. I really have grown to love it.
I don't mind it now. I've got one, but
Yeah, and I see it as a absolutely perfect starter. It fits the universe. But then the freelancers came out, and I looked at it. I said, "Man, $100 spaceship. There's no way." I've spent my whatever it was. I think I got it for $35 or something like that. My package. I said, "There's no way. No one in their right mind is gonna spend $100 on a spaceship for a game that's not even out." And it wasn't 1 year later. I was concierge, and I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna buy this. I think I'm gonna buy that. But it's amazing once you get rolling and once you start understanding what the game's all about, who's making it, how passionate they are. It gets to the point where it's a sickness, man.
yeah.
It's an absolute freaking sickness. But I love it.
I think that Constellation ad was right around the same time that I pledged, or maybe Tom was just showing it to me at that time. But that was what had me going. Hang on, I really want that. Oh, I can't afford. I can't remember how much it was for the Constellation package. It might have been about 350 for the Aquila package back then, or 250. And I'm like, no, that's way too much. But that was what really hooked me, I think. Um, yeah, I don't have much time for gaming these days. So I've had a 2 week break and been playing a lot of Arena Commander recently, but work, life, girlfriends, I might be lucky if I get an hour each day that I can game, and that'd be a very lucky hour.
Right.
So yeah, I don't often pledge more than $50 for a game. Normally, I leave that for Tom, and any new upcoming games, he'll buy them, and I'll play them for an hour or two and won't get hooked, and then I'll be on my way, and I'll buy him all the indie games for $10, $12, play them for an hour or two, and then he'll go and play them. But yeah, I think Star Citizen is one of about 3 or 4 big games in my life that I've gone, you know what, I'm going to be hooked on that, and I'm going to be passionate about it. So
Right on. Yeah, Kerbin, I caught that too. Yes, Al did say girlfriends, plural.
well,
Hey, when you're designing
because you have
web
more.
apps,
I've been designing web apps for a long time.
that's right, dude. You can't. You gotta beat the chicks off with a stick when you got a good web app, y'all. Let's see. Uh, yes, Kerbin Dallas is a beautiful name, by the way. Multipass. Let's go with. We got another question.
Getting very, very crowded.
Thank you for the follow, guys. I really do appreciate all the follows. We have a 400 follow goal, and if we reach it, we're going to do a ship giveaway. I don't expect to hit it tonight, but we will hit it soon enough, and it'll be a follower-only ship giveaway. Probably, might do a... Oh, you know what?
Getting very, very crowded.
I actually have an extra Aurora anniversary package. When we got our unmelt tool, I melted a Aurora anniversary package from 3 years ago, and it was only $20. So I guess they've gone up $10 each time.
It's getting very,
I
very
still
crowded.
able to unmelt it because I think those weren't unmeltable.
Which ones?
I know the. Are you talking the starter pack or the anniversary
Yes.
pack? I
Well,
know
this one,
year's starters weren't unmeltable.
yeah, this was from 2013, I believe, and it was when I unmelted it, it was a $20 Aurora starter package, and it had the game, 1,000 UEC. I was like, $20. Well, and at first I was trying to think why the hell I melted it. I can't remember now, but apparently I did. So let's see. Next question is from Fart Cart. It is Grey-Headed Gamer. If you are concierge, have you received your concierge VIP card yet? Or no, it's shipping. Mine has been shipped. Dang it. Why do you got to bring things up like this? Let me tell you what happened today. So I saw a post on Facebook in our Facebook group, and a guy said, "Oh my God, I got my VIP card." So I asked my wife, and then this was only about 2 hours ago, guys. 2 hours. I asked my wife, I said, "Babe, did you check the mail today by any chance?" She's like, "Oh no, I sure hadn't." So I was like, "Holy crap." I ran out to the mailbox, pulled out a big white envelope. I was like, oh, and I was just feeling, I was like, wow, oh God. I said, holy crap. Run inside. I throw the mail on the table. I go to open it up, and it's got my wife's name on it. It was actually from our prescription place. It was her inhalers. I was like, damn it. I so thought my card was here. I was so excited. But alas, no. But yes, all the black VIP cards are shipping. Thank goodness. Did you get yours, Al?
By 2 days.
Ah.
I wasn't concierge then. It was 2 days later that I bit the bullet. So
Whoa, those just went on sale. You're saying you spent almost $8,000 in just a couple months?
yeah,
Holy
I had
shit
to
on a
look for
stick, son.
there's a couple of grand invested in the market. So
Mm,
yeah,
right on, right on. But that's still insane.
I did a sale on Christmas and Boxing Day, and I think I made about 1.5 grand back. Just Christmas,
Nice.
Boxing Day. So
Beautiful. Let's see. Ketchup Ninja has asked, in the future, is it possible to have an hours played feature in your app? Hours played. Ooh, I don't know if that'll work.
I could possibly do. See, the leaderboards have hours in the various modes, but the PU doesn't. So I could possibly give you hours in Arena Commander that haven't crashed. But that'd be probably the closest that I can get out with what's currently on the site.
Right on. Yeah. Rye just said you're his new hero. Watch out, Cliff. I don't think Cliff has to watch out for anything ever. I think he's spent about $2.7 million in Star Citizen now in fruit baskets, ships. I think he buys Chris Roberts pajamas and all kind of stuff. Clifford, that man. And the way I see with Clifford is, he's a professional, and this is his hobby, I guess, because there's when I was drag racing, it was nothing for me to drop 3 or 4 grand in a weekend for whether it be new slicks and axles or a new fuel system or whatever. So that was of course before I had kids and all. So if I had the money, and this is my hobby now, but if I had the money, I'd probably be another Cliff. I'd probably have all kind of crap.
Yeah. My goal was one of every variant under the $500 mark, except for the Starliner. I don't have any love for the Starliner. Don't see myself as a commercial pilot.
But the Genesis, I think when they bring out the variants, that's when you're talking about, right? The Genesis Starliner.
Yeah.
I think some of the variants of that ship are going to be freaking amazing. We did some measurements on it, and um, Mike, what's his damn call sign on here? I do the ship specs TV show with him, or used to. We haven't done it in quite a while, but me and him did a lot of figuring on that, and that is, as far as size goes, it is the closest thing to the Serenity, which I know I bring that up a lot. I'm a Firefly super goofy fanboy, but the the variants that they were showing that they may introduce, that may be a badass ship. May.
Yeah. No, some of the variants or the names of the variants that I've seen have an interest, but I don't have any interest for its current iteration. So
Yeah, yeah. A passenger liner is definitely not something for me either. I am so sure there's gonna be people that's gonna run businesses, and that's their job. They're gonna take people from one side of the uh, galaxy to the other. Yes, Canuck Gamer. Thank you, Fast Cart. It's Canuck Gamer. I'm sorry, Mike, if you watch this. I didn't mean to forget your name, buddy. But we need to do another show. If you are watching, we gotta do another damn talking ship. Grim. Grim and Gray. Thanks, Rye. You're right. The show is called Grim and Gray. I suck. I should take some more beer drinks. Here, cheers to you, Rye. You son of a bitch, you. Rye lives to correct me. I don't know if you know this, Al, but he lives to correct me. After the show, we hop into Discord and he tells me everything I did wrong and what I should do to be a better person in life. But he's awesome. Yes, we are a bunch of ship talkers on that show, Mr. Supreme. No doubt about it.
Good to have a loyal following like that.
Yes, Mr. Rye takes care of me, man. Let's see. Fast Cart put another question in. Graded Gamer and Al, what are you most forward looking? Let me start over. What are you looking forward to most this year in Star Citizen? And which cons are you planning to go to? Al, you're the guest. I'll let you start off first. What are you most looking forward to this year?
I think everyone's kind of hanging out for Squadron 42. Yeah, I think that'll probably be the exciting moment for me, because that's the point at which I go, you know what, I've spent a whole heap of hours in Arena Commander. Now there's Squadron 42. I'm gonna, play through that. At that point, I've definitely gotten my original pledge's worth. I might not have my pledge from now, but when I bought into Star Citizen, I pledged, and I was, I'd be happy that I have achieved around, 120 kind of dollars worth of gameplay, game modes. Everything beyond that, I'm kind of hoping that I can be kind of like a ship angel investor, so people can come to me and borrow my ships. They've all got LTI, so I don't need to worry about insurance. Just need to worry about people stealing them.
Right.
So yeah, I'm kind of going for a kind of entrepreneur kind of gameplay. As I said before, I don't get too long to play, so that's kind of how I think this works for me. I get to try all the ships, have fun when I want to, and then I don't want to just sit there with them all rusting in my garage. Or in my hangar. I want to loan them out. Let my org mates use them. Let my mate that got me into Star Citizen in the first place used them.
Right on.
And yeah.
Right on. That is actually my. I was just gonna say, pets. I suck. No, I'm just joking. I do want more information on pets though. That is important to me. I want a companion in my ship. I want a cat, most like that specifically. I want a cat. But mini games in Star Citizen is what's going to keep me interested, and I've already planned on making. That's why I haven't bought any fish for my fish tank. I only have what came with it. I want to make it a mini game to get every single fish available in game, and I know they're going to have some that are going to be like deep in the pirate system to get this one crazy death crab or poisonous eel or something. But pets, I made a year-long journey in World of Warcraft collecting pets. So anything, is a Wookiee a pet? Hell yeah, Wookiee's a pet. No, oh god, I can't talk about Star Wars. It's still too early to talk about Star Wars, right, guys? Let me know in chat. I don't want to put out no spoilers out there, but damn, I can't wait to talk about Star Wars. I'm trying to be so good about no spoilers. But no, in real talk here, for me, it's character creation, so we can actually have individualized playing characters, with the clothes system and things like that, along with persistence. And someone put in chat earlier, Vengeful put in chat earlier, persistence. That is what I'm most looking forward to, is character creation and persistence. That way, when we do go into our little miniature persistent universe, our little PTU, and it's going to get bigger. I have a feeling they're going to throw a jump point in that leads to Nyx early this year, because the Nyx landing zone's good. We're going to have procedural planets to land on. Are you fucking kidding me? Going from orbit to... Oh, I said the F word. I apologize. Going from orbit to a landing zone and back to space. That pupil to planet video, get out of here.
Yeah.
That just killed it right there. Apparently, it did something really good, because I just checked my hangar, and I have a Gladius, guys. Apparently, at 10 recruits, you don't get a Gladius model. You get a freaking Gladius, the ship, the $90 ship. I went in, and I have a Gladius now. Apparently, after the live stream and the Pupil to Planet video and stuff, Star Citizen, it's exploded. I had 7 referrals. And 3 of them were my own, because I did my solo account, my pirate account, and an account for my wife, so I can hopefully talk her into playing. And then the other ones were from just random people, awesome random people. I should probably write all their names down and thank them on stream. But I went and checked again. Now I have 14. Bam! Like out of the blue, 14 damn recruits. I was like, holy crap! And it said, Gladius and all I was worried about was the gold models. That's all I wanted. The gold models are freaking beautiful. And I walk in my hangar and blow, there's a damn Gladius. I was like, okay, I'll take that, I guess. So now that's why I definitely want to take my skirmisher and make it a research. What's it called again?
The Tana.
Tana. Wait, no, that's the skirmisher.
Sorry, Sen. Sen is the
Sin,
researcher.
yeah, that's the one I want. Sin. So let's see. Don't kill John Wick's dog. What the hell, Proxys? What did I just walk into? A Wookiee is a life partner. Really, Engineer? That's great.
Let me know when you hit the next recruiter tier. I'd be interested to know how that appears in the hangar. I've got the Gladius, so I know how that appears, but anything above that I haven't seen yet.
Well, excuse me. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cough into my microphone. I think right now the referral system is kind of screwy. You've got something at 1, 3, 5, 10, and then it goes all the way to 25. I'm thinking big rewards at 10, 20, 30, and I think it should be something material. Having unlocked ships in Arena Commander, to me, seems trivial. Should be maybe a mid-goal, but... I mean, you figure you get 20 people to sign up for the game. What's another ship in your hangar? They've already made them. They've basically been paid for. You know what I'm saying? The development and stuff like that. Throw your guys a ship. That's what everyone, that's what this game's all about.
Yeah.
The fish tank is amazing. Any type of flare. I'm a big flare guy, so just throw in some flare. You know, it doesn't have to be a full ship. I mean, full ships are great, but it doesn't have to be that. But I'll take a ship.
Ships would be nice.
Yeah. Oh,
I,
Mr.
I'm a bit
Wright.
surprised though that they are. It's not just one ship that you unlock in Arena Commander. You get 3 or 5, I think, for the 2 different tiers.
Yeah.
So, and it's also for Crusader. So it's almost like you've got a free ship. It just doesn't go in your hangar and it won't be in the PU.
Right. Well, that's the thing with Crusader. That's going to end soon. You know, when we get Persistence, we actually get the mini universe. That's going to end, so it's just going to be Arena Commander unlocks. Which, I mean, that's still cool. But make that a mid goal. Don't go from 10 all the way up to 25 just to get them to unlock some ships for you. Which now still it's still cool. But it is my personal opinion. I'd say 10, 20, and 30 at those big milestones. There should definitely be something large because you're making that company a lot of money because no one just pledges in and throws say $40 at them. They may at first, but you definitely know.
They also need to update it so that their starter packs count. Because I know a lot of people did the $30 starter pack only to find out that they needed another $10 to actually count. So
Absolutely. Matter of fact, the 3 that I did, that's what I did. The $30 anniversary packs. I figured, oh, cool. I'll get my accounts locked in. I'll get the names I want for my accounts, and then I'll get my referral points. Nope. And they did not have on the webpage at first. It did not say the $40 mark either. They added that a little after the anniversary sale because so many people were freaking out. And I also heard it used to be $45, and they lowered it to $40. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, the anniversary packs should count. That's my personal opinion.
yeah, I think anyone that has a package, if you've got the package,
Yes.
that should count. It shouldn't matter what the value is.
Absolutely.
You can play the game. That's a recruit.
Yep, and especially if they're going to sell that as a package, that you own the game package, it definitely count. So let's see, Mr. Ryglitch, Al, is there a web project that you would love to do, but are not sure if you'd be able to do the available APIs or whatnot?
Do you mean? Well, it's a bit hard. Do you mean in for Star Citizen? Because there's a whole heap of stuff I'd like to do for Star Citizen, given the APIs to hook in. But
I'm gonna guess he's talking about Star Citizen. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff I'd love to do there. I'd redo the holotable if I could. I think that'd be a popular one.
Yeah, I would pay you money, my friend. I would pay you a monthly fee to make my holotable work right. Yeah, Rice said definitely for Star Citizen.
Yeah. Definitely. I think holotable would be the first thing I'd look at. Obviously, I don't have a problem with what they're trying to achieve in game, but I know a lot of people would like to be able to just pull it out and do it in a nice, easy table or something a bit more retro.
Right on. Crimson Mirror, he said he has a problem. He browsed his buyback options and then unmelted a reclaimer, a Holby, and a caterpillar. He's ashamed. He thinks he has a problem. No, you don't have a problem. You just erased the problem. Especially that caterpillar. I want to talk myself into getting one, but the Drake ships have that whole pirate, quote unquote, mystique around them. So I'm always like, eh. So Wright asked, Gray, is there a web project that you would love to see Al create? Yes. Fix the holotable. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't have known what to try to lead him towards, but yes, that would be kind of cool. As far as projects you're working on now, other than this plugin, is there anything you have in the works now that you can talk about, or is the plugin your main focus?
I generally don't take too many personal projects. I do stupidly long hours with my work, so I don't normally have too much time for my personal ones.
I got you.
My last big one was probably I wrote a script, and I hope there's no FBI or MPAA or anyone listening, but I wrote a program that would scan various online forums for movies that weren't in my library and then go and find them, add them to my torrents, and then once they downloaded, they'd go and grab all the metadata and grab the images and tag them properly. And at the end of the day, I basically had a robot collecting IMDb's list of movies and adding it to my Apple TV.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was nice.
You got that, guy?
And then I moved to the UK, got fast internet, and just Netflixed everything else.
Right on. I tell you, we are so close to getting fiber where I'm at. They're actually going to lay it in Tampa. I don't know if it's going to come to my neighborhood. I have my fingers crossed. I so hope I get fiber. That's what you're on, right?
I am in the UK. I'm dreading the day my visa expires and I have to go back to Australia. I was paying 3 times as much for 10% of the speed.
Yeah, my buddy Lonnie is Diabolus in Australia, and it takes him like 14 days to download a PTU. So I totally get you there.
Yeah, it's a uphill fight in Australia to get good internet, but oh well.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
you would think, just throw him a bone, guys. Give the damn Aussie some damn internet. Jesus. Any more question, guys? Exclamation point, question mark in chat. It'll come right over to me. If you would like to get in on the ship giveaway next week, I do not have a subscribe button on Twitch. I do have a Patreon page. There is 3 or 4 different tiers you can get in on as far as giveaways go. And we'll be doing 3 giveaways next week: a subscriber flare piece, a single seat starter, and a tier 2 ship. Most likely gonna be a Titan, an Avenger Titan, a either Mustang Alpha or an Aurora. I'm not sure which one, and then your choice of hangar flare if you win. So if you want to get into that, hopping over to my Patreon page, exclamation point Patreon in chat, and it'll lead you over there. And for as little as $2 a month, you can get into the ship giveaways, and it helps me improve the streams. Right now, we're saving up for a PC to dual stream, so I can actually start playing a little Star Citizen while we stream, and I can get you guys in on some multiplayer, and we're gonna run some cargo missions, take some office chairs from Kovalex back to Port Olisar. So just hop in there and get that. Thank you for the follow, Mythos. And if you have any more questions, put them in chat. As you can tell, Al, I am really trying to kill time waiting for questions to come through.
That's so good.
Let's see. I was paying $240 a month for 10 up, 10 down. Are you flipping kidding me?
And I was 300 meters from the exchange.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's your Twitch name. Holy shit stick. Are you serious?
Yeah.
240 American?
That was Australian. So at one stage that was American. I believe it's about half that now. But
Still, that's freaking ridiculous. Holy crap.
and now I pay about 80 a month for 200 up, 200 down, 12 up, or 16 up, or something. So
Nice. Wow.
much nicer.
So Kerbin Dallas says, I think the Caterpillar will be good enough ship. A lot of people will buy them in the PU. Yes, I believe so too, because they're going to be so modular. That ship is going to be 100% modular, actually. And I love it that it's the only asymmetrical ship that we have in game since they killed the Drake.
Yeah, I'm sad for the Herald.
The Herald was absolutely gorgeous when it was asymmetrical, and they screwed it up. That's a lot of people's opinion. You agree also, Al?
Yeah, no, I'm sad when I didn't realize that they cancelled the asymmetry on that. So yeah, when I read that, I was disappointed.
Yep. And I mean we need, hashtag help the Herald, no doubt. We need a ship manufacturer. They need to introduce a new one to correct their mistake and have them make nothing but crazy asymmetrical ships. Crazy, just. And I don't care about the thruster placement's hard to get it to fly right now. I don't care. Work it out. We're in 2946 now, right? New Year. Which, by the way, Happy New Year, everybody.
I think they missed an opportunity with the Van Duel as well. They could have done a lot of asymmetrical stuff with them, working up from the scythe. But I think after that one, they kind of went, okay, let's make everything else symmetrical.
Yep. Absolutely. Alien ships, definitely. How about the Banu? Let's make the Banu super crazy. Or what's that one they haven't shown us yet? The Terravan or Traven or
Yeah,
one of those. They don't talk about them a lot.
much about them.
Yeah, they're like the black sheep of the game. You just don't hear much about them. Is my bottle disappearing in my green screen? It is. It's a green bottle. Makes sense now.
I think you'll be happy with the Caterpillar. I think it's got a lot of potential beyond just piracy. I'm interested in it as a kind of base of operations for exploration as well.
Absolutely. 100% agree with that. Right now, just with the, oh, there we go, Terravan. The stigma, there is actually people posting that they're going to kill every single Cutlass sight on first sight. All Cutlass blacks. Cutlass reds should probably escape because they're the medvacs of the universe. But they're saying, oh, no, Cutlasses are pirates and I'm going to destroy them as soon as I see them. I'm like, really? You should probably not do that because you can pirate just as easy in a freelancer or an Avenger, you know? Yeah, you may not be able to board as easy or take as much cargo out of someone else's ship, but don't automatically assume. But it does have that stigma in game right now, and I don't want to be one of those guys, you know. Especially the first month or two of when the PU actually releases, it's gonna be hell out there. I'm gonna stick very close to very secure space.
Yeah, I think Sig's kind of doing well at the moment. I don't think there's a single Cutlass in the universe that's a pirate. I've only ever seen M50s, 300 series, and a couple of Explorers.
Right, absolutely.
Kind of missed an opportunity there, but
Hey, I totally agree. You're right, but you know what? I love the fact that they have the red paint jobs. That's pretty darn cool. That's something else. You know, that's something I'm looking forward to is skins. Because the individuality of character creation that I was talking about, it goes along with the ship too. Because in all actuality, your ship is what you're leveling, not your character. Your character just gets older. Your ship basically is your leveling character. You know, you start off with a base ship and then you build the shields, thrusters, power, whatever. So to individualize your ship, because you don't want to be just like every other freelancer or Cutlass or whatever. Skins. Give us skins, CIG.
yeah, I think they mentioned they're not just doing skins; they're actually doing paint jobs, which I think will be quite cool. Engineer might actually be able to make his Guinness Starfarer.
Yes, I will totally let him dock at my station. That sounded kind of sexual. Engineer, you want to dock at my station? Oh, that's horrible. Here goes the beer again. I'm gonna regret this tomorrow when I watch this video. I'll be like, "There you go again, Rick. Really?" We got another question. Yay! Fast cart. You are a question asking son of a gun. You, gray-headed gamer and Al. Terra or Earth? Which do you support? Ooh, we're gonna get into some political shit now. Al, you're the guest. You first.
Nix.
Uh-oh, we got a pirate on our hands.
I don't know. It depends. Earth's kind of been done, hasn't it? I think Terra will be cool to see what they can come up with there. It really depends how they decide to build Earth. I think. Do they decide to make it overpopulated to the point that it's basically a machine world, or do they? There's a lot of different ways they can go for it. So.
Right on.
I think Terra will be a safer bet.
Right on. And myself reading all the lore. And by the way, what's up, Geo? Welcome to the show, you sexy fucker. You. The main deal with the lore is Earth is very overbearing. They control every single aspect of every single person. Like they were saying, it's a great place to get your car. With me focusing on cargo, you can get a shit ton of cargo missions, but they have so many taxes that you really can't make any money off of much of anything. You pretty much, it's good to get contacts and jobs, but their tariffs are so high and they're so controlling that you're not going to be able to make much. Terra seems to be the breakaway, more freer version of Earth, and they're trying to become the center of the universe because Earth, they're like the, we're better than everyone else, bow to us kind of thing. And it's, it's the center of our government and all that crap. But I am also a Terra supporter. If there's ever a war between Earth and Terra, I will definitely be on Terra's side. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
So, questions, guys. Exclamation point question in chat. Click that link. Head on over if you got a question. For everyone just joining us, Alluran made the Hangar Explorer app that makes your hangar work the way it should with all the functionality that it needs that Turbulent hasn't put in, but I'm sure they will put it in soon because it needs to be. That was not the monitor capture I wanted. Here's the monitor capture I wanted. Let's pull it back up. For everyone that just joined, here's a picture of what your hangar could look like. Here's a picture of what it looked like. Oh, these are my pictures. Oh, remember the ones I told you I got rid of. So this is a picture of my hangar without the app. And it shows like this down here at the below, standalone ship, Reliant mini hauler, but that's actually a Tana skirmisher, but it shows the Reliant mini hauler, and this is with the actual app installed. You can sort better. You have much more options. Oh, there's my free Gladius too, by the way. Thanks to everybody that got it for me. Here's a lower version of my hangar without the app, and then with the app, it changes the whole A down there to the freelancer that it should be, and also the standalone Reliant is now a Tana and not the mini hauler. This app is exactly how this hangar should work. So I just thought I'd put that out there. And then he has much better pictures, but these are the ones I thought I got rid of. So here's what your hangar would look like if you've spent $8,000 on the game. It's very sexy.
Haven't seen the Tana icon yet. Looks good.
For sure. And no, Geo, just before you even ask, that is not my hangar. I wish it was. So anyway, exclamation point chat in exclamation point question in chat, and we'll get to your questions. Let's see. We have another question from Valcor. Drones? Question mark. Are you asking if we should have drones in game? I believe that might be what it is.
I know there's some repair bots and stuff that are already in hangars, and yeah, I think there was talk about drones and repair drones and stuff that didn't show up with the Crucible, and also I think on the Orion. So I'd be interested to see. I don't know if you've seen the big spider drones they kind of had for mining.
The mining drones? Oh,
they'd be awesome. Yeah, there's some cool potential there for drones.
Yeah, and I Eve kind of fucked it with the drones. I only played Eve for about 6 months. I liked the concept. I didn't like the spreadsheets. But I enjoy the cargo mining kind of, that whole industrial section of the gaming. And I had all the mining drones and all that, and that's neat. I do believe drones to a certain point would be awesome. I would like to see some kind of drones. For one, like say if I could have, say, some drones that followed me and just protected, just kind of like some not as good as if you had an actual wingman, but say you could have 10 mini drones. Yeah. I could go for that.
That they could act as decoys for missiles and stuff like that. It would be cool.
Right.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say with the mining drones, I really liked. I looked at it and I went, and of course they picked a spider, and then I actually thought about it. I'm like, you know what? It's a very smart design for a drone. You kind of
I'll be in my bunk.
Turning it into a bit of an insect or an animal, but if you actually think about the mechanics and the physicality of mining, yeah, it'd probably come out looking something like a spider. I thought that was cool.
Right.
But it matched.
Oh, for sure. So, someone that's anonymous just donated $10 to the channel. Thank you, anonymous, for donating. And they said, "Play LOD, best game ever. Line of Defense." Yes, I would agree. It is definitely the best game. Matter of fact, I was just playing it before the stream. I'm almost level 709. There was about 3 million people playing at one time, all in the same instance, and I was running at 120 FPS with the most amazing graphics. LOD is the best game ever. Al, you do know LOD, right?
I do know LOD.
Okay, good. Yeah, I hope you should play. You should add me. My name is XX420 Smoke a Lot XX. Not really.
I'm I'm XX360 no gimbal.
Yes. All right. We'll play after the stream. LOD. But thank you for the donation, guys. All donations go towards upgrading the stream machine. I'm about to order parts next week. Thank God. Finally ordering parts. You guys are awesome. Eve is hard to believe. Eve is 13 years old. It is. And now I guess with the Valkyrie update, it's gonna be. Someone said it's gonna be pretty awesome. I don't know nothing about it, but that's what they said. So it's on the internet. It's gotta be true.
Did you I know you don't want to talk too much about Star Wars, but did you guys have the Elite Dangerous advertisement before Star Wars over in the US? I know when I watched it here, there was an ED Xbox trailer before
No
Star
way.
Wars.
No
Yeah.
way. I
So
did not.
I knew it was coming to console, but it was quite cool to see that right before Star Wars. So,
Wow, that's money.
yeah.
That's money. And you know what? It's good for them, but that's what makes CIG so awesome. They don't spend any money on advertisement. It's all word of mouth. And look at the advertisement they're getting right now, just from 2.0 release, the videos with like Mark Hamill and John Rice Davis and all that. Not paying a single dime, and all the companies are picking it up. And then, of course, you got people like Geo and myself and all that making the videos. We're like a free advertisement. To put an advertisement before Star Wars, holy shit on a stick!
Yeah.
That's got to be expensive.
I'd imagine it would be, but what
It's
a
still cool,
juxtaposition to go, hey, when I saw Star Wars when I was a kid, this wasn't an option. Now
right?
I can go home and play that. So, I think it's
Right,
cool
right.
too with ED and Star Citizen and that and all the cross promotion that they've been doing
Absolutely.
during the Kickstarter and ever since. There's been a few letters from the chairman cross promoting a couple of other Kickstarters.
Yep.
I know I've backed a few of them, so yeah, I think
Absolutely.
it's a really good way to go about it properly.
Yep. And that's the difference between the PC master race and the console not slackers. I don't know what you would call them. Geo, what do we call the console guys? Let me know in chat. Geo, I'm sure has a great word for it. We got questions. Al,
Nice.
Fast Cart. He says, "You want questions? I'll give you questions." He wants to know, both of us, light side or dark side, and why. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
You know what? I've read some theories on what's going on with the new series, and for those reasons only, the fan theories, I'll have to go light side, and I hope I don't know they will be right, but it's a cool fanfic either way for the light side.
Right on. Well, as far as being a fan since 1977, first movie I fell in love with, first movie I got to see in the theater was a Star Wars movie. I have been light side ever since the beginning, so I don't care about new movies, old movies, nothing. I want to be a Jedi. I will give my left testicle and 3 fingers to be a Jedi for a day, just to let you know. Not a thumb though. Got to keep my thumb, but you can take some fingers.
See, if you went dark side, you could probably regenerate those, but
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. You're making it hard for me now. But the coolest, one of the coolest characters ever was in the shittiest prequels, Darth Maul. Darth Maul was an absolutely fantastic character. The only person in movie history to kill Liam Neeson, and he got like this much of a role and got killed.
he yeah, no, I did like Darth Maul. Uh, yeah, I've done so I do a bit of photography as well, and it's always cool when you go to conventions and stuff, and there's Darth Maul is always an awesome costume at conventions.
Right on. Console peasants, PC master race, and console peasants. Thank you, Geo. I knew I could count on you. The gray side, Mythos. I'm with you, bro. the gray side. Excuse me. There's some more brew. I have a really bad burping problem. I apologize. Next question is from. I wanted to say Charles Barkley. Charlie Barley. Great username, Charlie Barley. Will Bitcoin mining exist in the Star Citizen universe? Bitcoin mining in the Star Citizen universe.
I'd have to say no.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. I'm sure that there's always, well, we'll say like credit farming, gold farming, whatever in every game, but they're gonna, with the economy the way it is, and I'm sure CIG is gonna keep a pretty tight grip on that.
Yeah. The problem I see, actually, I hear questions like that a lot. The problem with integrating things like Bitcoin mining into games and programs is it's actually quite CPU intensive. So you can imagine, we're already getting bottlenecked
Yeah.
by doing too many physics. You don't want to throw in some heavy maths calculations just to, earn some coins.
Right on. No doubt about it. Jar Jar was a dark side Sith. Yes, there is a beautiful video on YouTube right now that explains Darth Jar Jar perfectly. My son is a fan of that theory, and he was hoping when we went to go see Episode 7 that it would actually have Darth Jar Jar. After watching the video, I totally believe Jar Jar was a complete and total Sith. And yes, there was gray Jedi in the lore, kind of like chaotic neutral, kind of like one of those things, you're not quite evil, you're not quite good. Force sensitive people that didn't have training, they just could use it for like, ooh, see, I want to talk about the new Star Wars.
Can't do it.
Nope. Yeah. See, there's someone in the new Star Wars that to me is like that, force sensitive. They have the force, they don't know it, then they. Never mind. We'll pass. I'm not gonna give no spoilers, guys. Trading stocks is kind of you can pull off. Gray-headed gamer. I know they plan on having some form of trading or stocks in the Star Citizen economy if they can pull it off. That would be so sweet to have an actual functioning stock market. The only problem is we can't affect the economy, so it would be kind of cool because you could make extra credits, but you couldn't actually, kind of like how Eve is. Eve, you could really fuck the economy in Eve. And I'm so glad CIG is not going to allow that in Star Citizen. We're going to be such a small part of the economy that we're not going to be able to screw with it. So I like that. What about you, Al?
I think things like trading, it follows fairly logically on from, you're already going to have cargo and that you're moving between systems. It's not too much more effort to allow people to do virtual trading of that cargo as well, and then you can actually open up jobs and contracts to go, okay, well, those shares have gone over there, we need to actually move cargo, or we need to actually put out, it's the reason that the cargo contracts exist, in some cases, obviously not all,
Right.
but you could have virtual resource trading and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Now, Kerbin said that's the problem with Eve, and I agree. Where you could crash the market, you could control a certain thing. Same with WoW. Matter of fact, I've done it personally, where I've taken over a part of the market, whether it be an herb or an ore, just for fun. I'll spend an entire Saturday, and I will totally screw the market over just to be kind of a dickhead. But Valacor says he thinks we should have a full economy. I guess that we can affect. I have to disagree, man. That puts too much power into small groups with large cash flow, and it can really screw it for the casual gamer. And I am, in fact, a casual gamer now. 90% of the people playing Star Citizen are going to be casual gamers. So you'll have a few of those people completely controlling the market and ruining the experience for 90% of the people playing. So it's my personal opinion. I'm glad they're not going to do it.
I'd like for a really big org to be able to maybe make a dent on the market, but certainly not control it. You might see a 5% or a 2% increase in something's price, or you might get an extra 5 minutes delay on your next LTI delivery, but
Right on.
I definitely don't want to be spending my limited hours that I do get to play, sitting around waiting to save up enough credits because someone's decided that coffee beans are in fashion this week or something like that.
Right. Absolutely. So Geo says I'm a filthy casual, and Rye thinks I should give everyone points every time I drop the F bomb. So you know what? I've said it a few times. So let's go ahead and just give out some fucking points. Bam, there you go. Everyone gets 3 points. Everyone gets 3 chits. Congratulations. We'll pretend I said the F word 3 times now. And that's for you, Rye. Is it only for the F word? Or can I say no? I see. I'm not supposed to be cussing at all, Al. I actually have gotten emails of people on my YouTube videos. I don't curse. I make it a point. But when we're doing a live show and we're drinking some beer and we're hanging out, I start getting crazy. Aha, Gio, it censored you, or did you censor yourself? Because I think I did put some bad word filters in my stream just because I wanted to. Only the F word. All right, I'll keep that in mind. I have my point giveaway button right up here, so I'll try to keep that in mind. So congratulations, everyone got 3 chits. Chits are the new currency on the channel. It looks like Sir Thorfinn's going to start a bank heist. You can do that in chat now because I actually have a quality bot that does things like that. So we'll go with that. And people are cussing in chat now. That's awesome. It's an adult show. Go ahead, guys. Speak your mind. I don't give a shit. But anyway, yeah, live shows. I can't help the cursing. In all actuality, in real life, my wife and I can embarrass a sailor. And all it takes is to add a couple beers, and it gets really bad. So, more questions. Let's check for more questions. I'm getting off track, Al. If I get off track too much, just say, hey, Dart.
Oh, I thought it was good. It reminded me one of the first times I was on air was a PG rated radio channel, online radio channel for another game I played, and it was meant to be PG, and it was pick some music from your local area, and I picked a local Aussie song that I remembered the chorus and I remembered most of it, and it was I thought it was cool, safe, happy. And then played back over the air, and yeah, there was a verse that I forgot about that was pretty much just cuss words. So yeah,
Whoops. Whoops. Hey. Oh, wow. We've got a whole bunch of questions. That is beautiful. Let's do this. Anime Warlord, Arena Commander, combine racing and warfare in race war mode. I'll take this one first. Al, I know you're the guest, but I want to take it first. Absolutely. Death Race 2946 needs to happen. I think it is going to happen, actually.
Yeah, I know. I jumped in with my friend recently. He'd been away from Star Citizen for a while, and I know the first thing that I did when I jumped into the racing maps with him was try to arm my weapons. But unfortunately, it was a no-gun zone. So yeah, I'd love to be able to blow wingtips off someone and only find out that their Mustang's now flying 2 times faster.
Right. Right on. Now, I thought that a good race mode would be, say, a 3-lap race. Weapons become live on the 3rd lap.
Yeah, no, that'd
Be
be
fantastic, right? Absolutely fantastic.
good. Weapons go live when you hit the 3rd lap or when anyone hits 3rd lap.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh.
So if you've got someone that's really outperforming the rest of the pack might just decide that they're going to go down.
I like that idea. We're gonna forward that to CIG. If you put that in, Al gets the credit. Damn it. All right, Valcor asks, adding questions just in case you need them. You don't have to use mine. That being said, we're gonna use it. By the way, what ships do you think will have proper E-War capabilities besides the obvious Herald and Avenger Warlock?
Well, there's Vanguard. That
Yep.
the Sentinel will definitely have it, but I guess that's an obvious. I wouldn't be surprised if the Caterpillar has some E-War.
Oh, absolutely. You could put an E-War module in.
Yeah, yeah. I know they haven't mentioned any E-War yet, I don't think, in the videos I've watched on the modules, but I reckon that there will be one there.
Absolutely. How about exploration ships in general? They have the better computers and the scanning antennae and stuff like that. So I would think that a exploration ship with the better scanners and computer systems could possibly be retrofitted for e-war capabilities.
I think the Carrack will probably have E-War. Something like the Endeavour, probably not. I don't know why. I just don't see Endeavours. You kind of need to be a certain amount of maneuverable to make use of E-War. Um, get into position without people noticing you. I think an Endeavour
It's getting
isn't
very,
going
very
anywhere without
crowded.
people noticing, and yeah, it's
Right
going to be
on.
hard to sneak up and launch some E-War on someone.
Little tough when you're in a ship the size of Texas.
Yeah,
All right, so next question is from Vengeful. Will you learn alien languages that Star Citizen is developing?
I'll probably write a Chrome extension that converts them to English for you.
Boom. There you go. We're going to put the fish tank on. Soothing, calming fish tank. Of course, I need to lower it down one. There we go. I speak fluent Klingon, so I will definitely learn all the languages.
Yeah.
I'm totally joking. I do not speak fluent Klingon. I was
I,
waiting for you to say
sorry.
something, Al.
I thought you were going to treat that as your bad English.
Hawk, bark, bark. I mean, I think it's awesome when people do that. When they to have a fully developed language that actually is a fully developed language in a game is amazing. I have met someone actually that speaks Klingon, and I thought that was neat.
Yeah, there was a kid in my year that spoke it. We thought he was weird.
Right? Oh, you know what? Mythos. He said it. I will only learn the alien curse words. Yes, I know. I know all the Spanish curse words, and nothing else. Just curse words. Mythos, you hit the nail on the head.
I know I did Japanese in high school, and we had a Japanese exchange student come out for a week maybe, and yeah, didn't learn many new words, but we certainly had a good grasp on the curse words after that week.
That's all
So
you need, man. That's all you need.
yeah.
Curse words are the best.
I,
I
um, I I did a month in Africa as well, doing some volunteer work there, and our host knew one phrase in Swedish, and of course we got a Swedish volunteer in our group. So he was like, "I only know how to say one thing in your language, and I'm not going to say it because it's extremely rude."
nice.
And she made him say it, and it was yeah. I'll try and remember how to
Yeah.
say it. It's Schleckermakek. So I think you can guess what that might have
I
might have
I
meant.
actually kind of actually already know exactly what that means. It's
Yeah,
just from how it sounds.
exactly.
So we got Darth Geo. Not sure who that is, but Darth Geo is asking, "What do you think of the money counter leaving? Are they taking the money counter away from the RSI webpage?" Geo,
I
let me know in chat. Is that what that is?
I haven't heard anything about that.
Me neither. Someone said good one ketchup. What did ketchup say? Or was that? I missed something in chat, I think.
Frack.
Oh, Fast Cart speaks Firefly. Shiny. Yes, Sandy said that. Sandy said they're taking our money counter away. Why would she do that? This is a kickstarting thing. We should not. They should not take that away. That's kind of like a trophy for us, right?
I think yeah, it's a tough one. I think we've hit 100 million now. What's our next big milestone? I'd guess that they'd probably announce maybe 150 and 200s, but I think given some of the publicity that we're getting because of that counter, I think it might be a smart idea for them.
Yeah. Okay. I
Sad.
can. Yeah. I can see positives and negatives with taking that away. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to say, don't do it, but I can see that. I think it does more bad than good. Geo says, "Yeah, I agree, Geo. Um, there are some good things, but we are a crowd funded game. That's our money that's going in there. I mean, it's not our money anymore; it's their money. But you know what I'm saying? Eh, not. I don't believe that's a good idea. So Darth Geo, whoever you may be, I think it's a crap idea.
Good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, haters love talking about the numbers. Yes, they do. Hey, Gio, you know what we say about the haters? Fuck the haters. Fast Cart has entered another question because he is a very inquisitive young man. Gray-headed gamer and Al. They've presented Rice Davis, Hamill, and Oldman. Who are you hoping they'll present next? He is hoping for Miss Anderson.
Put me on the spot. I'm terrible at names to begin with, but you know what? I think you mentioned it before. I reckon we should get some Neeson in it. Some Liam Neeson. Let's see if we can kill him in the Star Citizen universe.
That'd be great. As far as people in Squadron 42, I would definitely like to see Gillian Anderson and Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis is one of my absolute favorites. Rye has sent me something. Rye, this better not be a naked picture. Ah, he sent me the beautiful eclipse, the eclipse picture of the Starfarer. Rye, I was talking about that at the beginning of the stream. That is the most pretty picture, and I didn't set it up, and I really don't want to try to add it in and crash my OBS because you know my computer sucks right now. But yes, Gillian Anderson and Andy Serkis for me. And someone wants to see Pamela. Ketchup Ninja wants to see Pamela Anderson, but we want to see the '90s version of Pamela Anderson, not the 2015 getting kind of wore out Pamela Anderson. She's still pretty, but yeah. Christy Brinkley, my God, have you guys checked her out lately? She is 60 years old and looks freaking 25. She's a vampire, no doubt.
Yeah, not bad.
You and your computer sucks. Thank you, Gio. I love you. You know, you have to understand with Gio, that's a very big compliment for him. He has a hard time grasping his love for me, and he has to express it with mean sayings. But that's okay, Gio.
Yeah,
you love
like school children with when you like the girl, you pull her hair and.
That's exactly what he is. A school chick. Yeah, Gio's my little bitch. Oh man, I'm looking for, I know I saved this picture somewhere. And now I'm not seeing it. Crap on a stick, man. Oh well. I was going to pull up that beautiful shot they did. And if I go to my my Twitch, I would probably crash my system, so I don't want to do it.
I can't see it.
Yep. Dang it. Sorry, guys. I know it went somewhere. Oh, well. We'll get it. I tell you what, next time, that's what we'll do. We will, we'll pull it up for next one. I wish I could see where's this one at? Yeah, it's in my art file. Why is it not? It should be right here. Why is it not here?
There we go.
Ha.
Just posted it anyway, so.
Oh, thank you for posting that.
That's nice.
Oh, isn't it though? It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I got both the truck stop images, but not the other one. For anyone wondering what we're talking about, it's this picture right here. Engineer did this picture, and he also did one with it flying past an eclipse, and they posted it in chat now. You should check it out. Engineer did a absolutely fantastic job with the renders, and it's all beautifully branded for the GHG, which is the Galactic Hauling Guild. If you put !org in chat, you can check out our guild. We are unorganized, and we will probably only just talk shit and fly around. That's all we do. We are not very organized. Let's get with another question. What do you think, Al?
Sounds good.
Kerbin Dallas asks, I wonder if the Banu women will be good looking. Do you think we'll be able to have Banu relations? I'm going to let you take this one, Al. You first.
I'd have to say I would be surprised if they don't have something like that. Given Mass Effect, given there's a whole bunch of games coming out now where you have meaningful relationships with the other characters in the game, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Right on. I just agree. I hope we can have relationships with all the aliens. Graphic relations. Good question, Kerbin. Thank you for being, inquisitive. Mike. Oh God. All right, I'm gonna read the. Hold on. This is from Mike Hunt. Which would be the best ship for a dedicated recon scout module? Herald, Avenger, or Reliant? Let me read this over. This is from Twitch user Mike Hunt. That is Mike Hunt. Mike Hunt. Which would be the best ship for a dedicated recon scout module? Herald, Avenger, or Reliant? Hit it, Al.
I'm not going to say Avenger. Avengers are way too easy to take out in Arena Commander at the moment. They're a nice, big, white, fat beacon target. Reliant, I think, could be in with a good shot there. They're going to be fast, agile, nimble, small. With that alien tech on them, I think that's probably going to be
Yes.
your recon ship.
Absolutely. Out of those three, I would say definitely Reliant, and even the Herald. It's gonna be super fast. It's not a big ship, but there's no cloaking technology, nothing like that. I think not part of those three ships. A good recon scout ship is gonna be that Saber
Yeah. The
for
only
sure.
thing for the Herald, though, given its info running capacity, it may have great sensors. So it may be able to get in miles and miles and miles away and spot stuff without actually needing to get close. But yeah, I'd still pick Reliant for now.
Right on. Mike Hunt. That is like the coolest, oldest telephone prank. Could you please page my brother? Last name Hunt, first name Mike. Thank you. Oh goodness. So now Tony Abbott is in chat. Thanks. Tony Abbott has asked, will there be true blue space bogans in the verse? I don't know bogans. I'm not sure. That may be a overseas thing.
Yeah, so Bogans are kind of Australia's rednecks.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be surprised actually if we get. I don't think they'll be AI Bogans. There could be some AI Bogans, but I think there'll be quite a few player Bogans in the verse.
Okay. Like I seen it on TV. Like the real deep bush. Grab a snake by its neck, bite its ass off, kind of guys.
Yeah, well, there's two classes there. There's Bogans because they live in the outback, and then there's Bogans because they just everyone's married to their cousin, and
We got those here. Okay.
their backyard is a junkyard for old car wrecks, and yeah,
Okay. We got those here in Florida. It's in a little place called Dade City. All right. Darth Geo wants to know, are you guys going to Citizen Con? I can answer that. No cons for me. My job doesn't allow any type of travel because I work all the friggin' time. Al?
um, I'm in the UK at the moment, so if they have another Citizen Con over here, I'd definitely be interested. I've missed PAX in Australia this year, so yeah, it's interesting my travel plans between work sending me around and me making the most of living in Europe. Yeah, I've
Gotcha.
been busy, but I'd like to make the most of it while I'm here.
Gotcha. Rye Glitch wants to know, snakes have asses? Yes, snakes have asses. You can actually bite the ass off a snake. Right, I've done it before. It was a college dare, but they do have asses. Crocodile Dundee, was he a bogan?
I Yeah, that's
I think
kind
he's
of the line that I draw. So he was kind of he'd probably get called a bogan by a lot of people, but a lot of other people would say no, he's not a bogan. He's just a bushman or you know, a countryman because Yeah, he speaks a bit slower and he might not know everything, but he tries to be a gentleman.
All
So
right. I got you. And Kerbin says this crocodile is very dangerous. I'm gonna stick my finger in his ass. Yes, that was a absolutely fantastic uh, cartoon. What was it called? Shit, with all the kids and the little kids. South Park.
ah,
They did the
rip on
Irwin, Steve Irwin.
yeah, Steve Owen.
God rest him. Hey, that guy was amazing. Love that guy.
You know what? I hated Steve Owen.
You're
Right,
from Australia though, right?
I am from Australia. I hated Steve Irwin right up until the day that I heard he died, and that day I actually felt sad. I never liked his show personally, but I knew kind of, the publicity and the knowledge that he was trying to bring to the world. And I might not have liked his style, but I appreciated what he was doing. And
Yeah, man.
yeah, it was a sad day.
Yeah. And Bindi is picking up in his footsteps. Bindi is not only is she absolutely beautiful now, but she's
Yeah.
really pushing the animal conservation and apparently a really good dancer. I guess she's on Dancing with the Stars. I don't watch that crap, but apparently she's doing really well on that. She might have won the whole thing. I don't even know. Stick my thumb in his butthole. Yeah, that's what they said. Well, stick my thumb in his butthole. So yeah, Geo, as far as the CitizenCon thing, see, I wanted to do PAX South because it's not too far away. It's actually was in Texas, or is in Texas. I'm not sure if it passed already, and that's actually not too bad for me for a drive. And I love road trips, but dude, my job's kicking. We just picked up two huge accounts. I'm never gonna get a day off. The only reason I get a day off right now is because of freaking New Year's Day. So. But yeah, when you hear your daughter grow up to be a dancer, yeah. Well, as long as she's not on the pole dancing for dollars. Exclamation point question in chat if you want to ask Al a question. We've got about 10 minutes left, guys. 10 minutes. We're still 9 away from the 400 follower goal, so we'll do a ship giveaway next show. I'm so sure. Banus want their organs even like what? What did I just come into here? Yeah, Mythos. F Stingrays. I almost said the F word again. I almost had to give away more points. You're not tricking me, buddy. Oh my god, Ketchup Ninja. Chat has reached a very strange point right now, but it's beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. This is why I do the show. This is absolutely beautiful. Chat is very fun. Mr. Underscore, are you still in chat? Yes, you still are in chat. We've only got about 5 minutes to go. Would you mind looking up who we might want to raid tonight? There is a guy that I watched the other day. I highly doubt he's streaming right now. And I don't know if I can pull it up now or if it will crash me. I wonder if I should check. I'm going to check. I'm going to see if it crashes me. I don't even care. No, I do care. Yeah, is it freezing up for you?
It's not too bad.
Cool. So Mr. Skyhawk is definitely on. We'll probably bust into Skyhawk again tonight. There was a guy that I saw, and he was really cool. He was absolutely cool. Older gentleman, had a gray goatee, and his name was Gray Helt or Gray something, and it was totally cool. No, we are not going to be rating Crass Kitty. I have a. It's not that I dislike Crass Kitty. It's not that at all. But she is not a Star Citizen fan. I'm sorry. She's getting into it now, and it seems like it's because it's the thing to do. But not saying nothing bad about Crass. I saw her on Starcast week 4 last. It was all good and dandy. But I think definitely Sky. Sky's my buddy. Matter of fact, I want Sky on the show. Sky's a good guy. You ever watch Sky's stream there, Al?
I haven't. I've only just really started watching Twitch and that. So I think you're one of about 5 people that I've seen a bit of in the past.
Well, let me help you out with that, Al. In chat, if you put !BNG, you can check out the Bad News Gaming Network, and you can put in !redacted, and it'll take you to all the redacted guys. I need to find a webpage that has all the test gaming guys, so you can put !test and see all their streamers as well, because that's another great group of streamers. So anybody that needs some ideas of who to watch, go check that out. My green screen is coming up right here because my dog's drinking water, and she is moving my green screen. So we will probably definitely do Skyhawk for a host. Before we go, I want to thank everyone for joining us, especially you, Mr. Al. Absolutely pleasure to have you, buddy.
Good to be here.
We got one more question before we go. Uncle Paul was the... what? Was the FAQ system mentioned in the last ATV? That's FAH space Q. The FAQ system. I don't think it was mentioned. I'll have to go back and check, and I'll let you know on the next show, but I don't think the FAQ system was mentioned. You know what? Here's 2 more points to everyone. Fuck y'all. There we go. So, Al, once again, thank you, Al. Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you do want to get into... the ship giveaways, check out the Patreon page, guys. They are really hopping now with the ship giveaways on the page. It's super cool. Multiple tiers to get into, and it's very, very fun. Underscore, can you do the hosting, or do I have to do the hosting? I think I have to do the hosting. I'm not sure. Let's see. It's Sky with 2 Ys, right? I can't remember. I think it's Sky with 2 Ys. Let me know in chat, Mr. Underscore, before I hit enter. We'll host him on the page, guys, and if you don't mind, everyone, once it gets hosted on my page, it'll show a link to go to his page underneath the stream. Click it, go over there, say hi to him, and once again, thank you so much for checking us out today. And I guess we will see you guys later. Yeah, is that about it, Mr. Al?
Yep. No, I think that's about it.
I think that is about it. So everyone, thank you, and we will see you guys next week. See ya.
See ya.
I believe I am hosting him now. How does your stream look? Does it look like we're hosting? I don't know if they can hear us.
You just swapped over to Skyhawk, so...
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.